Hey Grant, how you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm doing good, Dennis. How are you?
All right. Hey Ray. Still got your map of world domination I see on the back.
Still working on it.
Yeah, man.
Like it's like the business. I thought it'd be done, or it's like Putin and Kiev. I thought it'd be done in 2 days, but it's taking a little longer.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully something good happens there. It's just so upsetting to read about the war crimes. I just want to go over there and kick someone's ass. It's just ridiculous in this
Yeah,
day. It serves no purpose. What's the end result? I just don't get it.
it's all about ego.
Yeah, but I mean, at some level, somebody's got to say, "Hey, wait a second, we're going to go back to the Stone Age here." I mean, all these people are going to live with nothing. I guess he doesn't care because he has money, but
That's right.
so many of these people are just going to be living in the Stone Age. It's just,
Yeah,
I don't get it.
very sad.
Yeah, yeah, I got to stop reading all this stuff. It makes me angry. I'm too old. I'm gonna have a heart attack or something.
That's my problem. I need to turn off talk radio.
Yeah, it just really I've stopped watching the news at night because it makes me so crazy. And plus, the other thing is, the truth is, you get the news all day long if you're online. So all you end up doing is watching the same damn thing you watched all day. And
Yeah,
my wife finally said to me, she says, "Don't you ever get sick of just watching the exact same thing?" And I said, "Yeah, I guess you're right. I wasn't really thinking about it. Just my habit for so many years to watch the news at night, but really it's superfluous in most
yeah,
cases."
I agree.
So anyway, hey
Morning,
Kime, how are you?
Oh, good morning, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. Yep, we're doing well. Hope everybody had a great weekend.
Yeah, the weather's finally getting halfway decent around here. I hope it is out where you guys are.
It is. It is. And the grass loves it. So now we're mowing twice a week. I'm like, really?
Oh man, you're ahead of me. I'm only once a week, so that's good. I hope I don't ever get to two a week because I've got 10 acres to cut. It takes quite a while.
As soon as you get done, you start all over, right?
When I first moved here, my father-in-law was like had a push mower, right?
Yeah.
And this guy is like mowing all this stuff. And I go, God, you're 80 some years old. And so I went and bought one of those zero turns, and it still takes 2.5, 3 hours going, fast as hell. But I do love driving that thing. It's a lot of fun. It's very addictive, I warn you. So, all right. Well, a small group today, I guess. We'll Grant, keep your eyes peeled with people coming on. I'm going to go ahead and start. So today I decided to share with you guys, and I may have mentioned this person before, but this is a couple that is out of Northern California that has really got quite an amazing story, and what they've done with their brand and their product, I think is, it's aspirational at worst, but it will also just kind of make you think a little bit about how you might look at things going forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a real short little video. I think it's 3 minutes long, and then we're going to go through some of her stuff, some of her items, and kind of how the branding works. And I think it may be, if nothing else, may give you some ideas for yourself and what you might consider. So, don't hesitate to jump in if you have any questions or thoughts. Hey, Ruth, how you doing today? So let me.
Doing well, thanks. Hope you all are.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. We'll start here, and okay. Okay. So just by way of backstory, this is a farm on the California-Oregon line, the highest up in California you can go. It's some weird name, begins with an S, county. I never heard of it before, but it's also Fort Jones, California. And just by way of backstory, this couple lived in Silicon Valley. So the husband was kind of a high-powered lawyer in Silicon Valley, and the wife was kind of a multiple entrepreneur. She had done a couple of restaurants and some like a little kids teaching academy, and just different stuff that she had done over the years, fairly successfully from what I can gather. So for some reason, they decided to buy a farm, which is about a 5-hour drive north from the Bay Area, as I understand it. And this was in 2013, so we're not talking about a really long time ago. And they figured they could go to this farm on weekends, and one of their goals was to raise grass-fed beef for their restaurants in the Silicon Valley area. That was their original thinking. And then they realized that it was impossible to commute and do this on the side, so they decided to go all in into this effort. So I hopefully you'll enjoy it. I thought it was really good.
Five Marys. Here, in the mountains and pastures of far northern California, we work tirelessly to produce the best quality meat for you to feed your family, knowing you can trust the source, to know the animals were raised with care and attention, that quality and consistency matter, and that you can truly know and trust where the food you feed your family comes from. We are the Heffernan family, and we are Five Marys Farms. We believe in working hard and doing things the old-fashioned way, together as a family to provide for yours. There simply are no shortcuts.
We commit to consistently provide the finest quality meats, only from animals we raise as a family on our ranch, directly to your family's doorstep and to your table anywhere in the country. After years in the restaurant business, we had a lot of trials cooking with different meats from small farms to bigger names. We appreciate that consistency matters and that extra effort, like well-packaged products and a 28-day dry age, and old world butchery practices, one animal at a time, is required for the most spectacular flavor and tenderness.
Above all, constant and unwavering care is required every single day of an animal's life to achieve a premium cut of meat. We understand that, and we go that extra mile for you.
We make it as easy as possible to order our beef, pork, and lamb by the individual cut or in a customized box just for your family, whenever you'd like it. We are now the primary meat source for thousands of families throughout the country, and they will tell you our products are the best they've had, and delivery is quick, easy, and predictable. We hope you will taste and appreciate the difference. You won't be disappointed.
What you put on your table to feed your children is just as important to us as what we feed ours. And yes, there really are Five Marys. Five Marys Farms is named for the 5 girls in our family, all named Mary. Our daughters are all named after grandmothers and aunts on both sides, carrying on a long-standing family tradition of strong women named Mary. We hope to continue our ranching legacy for generations to come.
We ship thousands of pounds of meat every month from our farm store, where we pack every box with attention to detail. Our custom boxes are packed on dry ice and ship overnight to doorsteps all over the U.S. We share our ranch-raised meats and our own single barrel-aged whiskeys and our favorite cocktails with our community and visitors here in a historic bar and restaurant we brought back to life as Five Marys Burger House. We host friends and family on the ranch to enjoy our meats and experience where their food comes from at Camp Five Marys.
We appreciate the relationship with you, our customer. We're honored to continue to provide you with all-natural, ranch-raised meats to share with your family and your friends.
We hope you'll shop Five Marys. We'd love to be a part of your family's meals and for you to know and trust just where your food comes from.
Try this bizarre 6.
Okay. So just a couple of things about that. We're going to look at a few more things here real quick. So they moved up there in 2013, and they started raising cattle and sheep and hogs, as far as I understand it. And the town where they moved has a population of, I believe, 600. And just to give you a sense of what they've done, they now have 65 full-time employees from the town that work in their various enterprises. And that various enterprises include the shipping of grass-fed beef and other meat protein nationwide. They have customers in all 50 states. They ended up doing so much business that both UPS and FedEx built facilities in the town because they were shipping so many packages, and they didn't want their drivers having to drive 2.5 hours round trip to pick up the products every day. And I think they're shipping 1,000 boxes a day. At least they were at one point. So you know, from an economic development perspective, you know, it's pretty amazing to go into a town that small and hire that many people. And we'll talk a little bit more about the various extensions of their brand, which is how I look at it. So we'll take a look at a couple more things, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so this is their website. A couple of things just I want to point out about this. I'm going to go through it a little bit. So this is that same video that we just watched, which they use over and over. They produce one video and they use it all over the place. They talk about the various types of protein that they offer, the beef, pork, and lamb. But what I found very interesting is they also have built a number of what I would call supportive or related brands or product offerings under the same brand that I think is pretty interesting. So here under dry goods, what they did was they bought an old building in the town and converted it into really their headquarters. So they have what's called the Five Marys. By the way, they're not all just Mary. It's Mary Jo and Mary, you know, just so it's not totally weird. But anyway, they took up space and they offer all kinds of products in their store, which they also sell on their website. So this idea of partnering with people. Now, in their case, like here with the spice rub, the sea salt, the honey, they've private labeled all that. So it has their label on it, but they're not actually making all this stuff. You know, they're working with partners. Honey, tallow balm, I don't know what the heck that is. I guess it's stuff made from the rendering of the fat, different kinds of things, and classic mugs. So that gives you an idea of what they got going on there. They also have a farm club. Oh, well, this one, actually what happened here was they had so many members, they had to close it down because they could not make more protein. So at this point, you have to buy it just a la carte from the regular website. But this club, I believe, has over 1,000 members who get, you know, something however often, every week or every month or whatever it is. So that was pretty interesting, listening to their explanation of how they just can't literally get any more things that they can do. Let me see if I can find some of the other things I want to talk about here. Okay, so the other thing that they've done, and I'm going to go to a different share here for a second, because this one is more, let's see here, share screen. Okay. So what they've done is they've kind of created a centralized location for all of their stuff, but I just want to point out some of the things they do. So one of the things they do is they have a camp for kids every summer, and the kids come from all over the country to basically hang around the farm and do farm type stuff or ranch type stuff and learn about the whole business. And that's been going on for several years. They also have built this bar in the town that is next door to the restaurant they built, which is called the Five Mary's Burger House. And the bar sells their own liquor that they buy or that they make, distill, whiskey, gin, and apparently, I don't believe they sell that online. I can't find any evidence that they sell it online. But here's some of the other stuff. So here is, I just think this is wild. This is sheep pelts, right? So this is, I guess it's their own sheep, but they sell products related to the sheep that they raise. I guess like blankets and all that kind of stuff related. Stuff for your benches and all that. They also have they partnered with a cosmetics company to sell skincare. Allergenist. I'm not familiar with the brand, but I think it's a well-known brand. So they sell that as well. Let's see here. So here on this page, they promote their partners, who they are, Dry Ager, Carhartt, etc. And there's more videos and stuff. But one of the other things that they've done really pretty amazing to me, see if I can find it. They have created, see if I can find it here. Well, this is kind of part of it, but they've created something called the M5 Entrepreneurs Academy. And they have over 5,000 people who have taken this class on how to be a rancher from all over the world, all done online. And they have a whole series of products and things related to their M5 Academy. They have a library, they have this test kitchen, all kinds of stuff that is designed to help somebody who wants to start one of these farms, one of these grass-fed ranches, and all kinds of homemade stuff on the range, on their ranch themselves, honey, different kinds of beef. They actually partner with several other cattle people from different parts of the country. Here's coffee, just all, as you can just see, all kinds of products. This I think is stuff to rub on your saddles. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. And all of this, really, the point is, this is her sister's jewelry, which is actually quite expensive. Gift boxes of different kinds. As you can see, it just goes on and on and on. Orchards, other kinds of beef. Here's digital stuff that they sell. So anyway, you can kind of see what's going on there. But the end result of all of this is they have hired 10% of the town's population to work for them full time in these various enterprises. And I just find that to be remarkable myself. The other thing that's pretty interesting that I ran across is they have a number of people who've taken their Entrepreneur Academy or their classes, and then they've gone off and basically tried to duplicate what these folks have done. One of them was their intern for like a semester, and she was from Nebraska and happened to be from a farm that was really dying and wasn't really modern, and was, her parents' farm was really kind of fading away. And I'll try to find it, but she is basically now shipping thousands of boxes of beef, also following the exact same playbook, same kind of website, same sort of process, only it's in Nebraska, and she's 21 years old, and just rocking it. And they've got a number of people that they feature that have gone through their class and had just amazing outcomes. So I did want to just introduce you guys to this person and this Mary, the 5 Marys. But it's really remarkable to me. It's just a lot of things we talked about, partnering with other brands, yada, yada, yada. A lot of the stuff that we talked about. And here's someone who has actually done this, for a 5-year period. One other thing I wanted to show you about them, if it works, let's see if it does. So this is their Instagram page, and the way she built up the audience to start with was on Instagram. And notice she has 250,000 followers. And what she did, so I've watched a lot of videos, and it's hard for me to remember where everything is, but she basically just highlighted her day every day. I mean, she just basically took pictures of, the kids coming and being born and getting active on the farm, and, kind of day in the life type stuff. Is not a lot of long-winded videos or anything like that. It's a lot of shots like, I don't know, you can probably see here. That's the husband. A lot of these kinds of things with a little bit of explanation, of what's going on. Very simple stuff, but she's very specific and knowledgeable about how she did this. And it was 5 posts a day, 7 days a week. And it took time, but she's built up this gigantic following. And there's really nothing really commercial about it. It's just really, here's my life, here's what we do. And what is attracted is a tremendous number of people who aspirationally, which I've also said to you all, many people look at you and would aspire to do what you're doing. That's who a lot of these folks are people who, boy, I'd love to do that. I wish I could just leave the rat race and be a rancher up in, the middle of nowhere. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I do want to show you this other woman, and this one's a little bit crazy. So this woman is another farmer. She has 624,000 followers on Instagram. And it's called Ballerina Farm. And I believe it's in Michigan, or I think it's Wyoming. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, this is a very similar story. A lot of kids, very similar kind of approach. The difference here, it's in Utah, Camas, Utah. The thing that's kind of interesting here, this woman was a Juilliard school trained ballerina, and she was Miss New York City as well. And now she is on this farm doing this life and doing pretty well. And it's a very similar kind of vibe as the other one we just looked at. But there's a number of these out there, this kind of lifestyle thing, sharing the advantages of living this kind of life. And this particular woman does a lot of how-to videos on YouTube, how to make a pie, how to, all kinds of things like that. A little different than the one we just saw. These guys basically just have this farm. They don't have all of the enterprises that the other one has in California, with the restaurants and the partners and all that kind of stuff. So that just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. So any questions or reactions to what you've seen? Ruth, what do you think?
Well, I'm thinking about the partnerships and the merchandise page. I think that's pretty cool. And, I think several of us here could collectively create a nice marketplace with the folks that in this cohort and other cohorts. And, I'm interested in how they make the business of these sites work.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do my best to dig into that. One of the things I think is with all of these ideas is how much brain damage does it take to do it, to actually operate it. And my feeling is to start small, start, with figure out kind of the process you want to follow, whether it's that software we saw the other day, that Kara software for Spotify that allows you to show partners stuff automatically and let them fulfill their own orders instead of you having to. I mean, all that stuff, you just have to kind of map it out and figure out how you want to do it. But I do think that both these sites kind of prove the point of, aggregation to drive engagement and to get people. And in both their cases, they've spent an inordinate amount of time on Instagram. Now, I will point out that I think a lot of this is age related, right? So a lot of, this type of person like this ballerina farm and, the M5 people, I think they're that age group that Instagram is the go-to, right? Older group, it might be Facebook. Younger group might be TikTok. So part of it is finding, where your tribe is, where your people are, where are they located. But the content strategies are all the same from what I can tell. It's a lot of slice of life stuff. Here's what's going on here. Not a lot of editorial, not a lot of high production cost items. It's just really showing a slice of life, and people kind of gravitate to that. I think there's a big market out there, and I'm going to guess a lot of these people are in their early 40s, mid to mid 30s to mid 40s would be my guess if I had to guess on this age group based on their ages. And everything is oriented about that. And I think in the case of Mary's farm, just kind of share this again real quick. What she has done here, well, I think I got the wrong one, sorry. Try that again. Yeah. What she has done, and my guess is she either has the money or has the expertise technically, but she has created this kind of brand aggregated place. This home, Mary.today is the website. And here she has all the stuff on one page. And then she has individual stuff like, for the farm. That's just one particular page. Let's see here. Okay, she didn't even have it on here, but they have I know they have a page for their restaurant and bar in the town. They have a page for the ranch itself, but she does have this kind of aggregate. It's really a blog, I guess, but it's all kind of aggregated. And I know that, and when she goes live and she's interviewed and stuff, she sends everybody here as much as possible. So this is kind of a location where she highlights what she's doing. Let's take a look at Facebook. I'm just curious. So, so they have about 14,000 people on Facebook compared to 250,000 on Instagram. So that gives you an idea of their emphasis, really, where they see. And in fact, they haven't posted. Let's see, when's the last time they posted it on Facebook? Well, not too long ago, March 28th. So it's not the same as Instagram for them, right? It's a lesser choice, I guess. And let's see, they have a YouTube page.
Hi guys, and welcome to Five Marys.
They have 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So anyway, you can get a kind of a sense. And if you look through here, you'll see a lot of the videos they're at least a year old. So my guess is that YouTube has not been a high priority for them. So for whatever it's worth, that they found their tribe on Instagram is pretty obvious. And that's where they spend the majority of their time. As we've talked about, you can make your content the same and post to multiple sites. But the purpose of that really would be to find where your audience is. You don't necessarily keep doing that if no one's signing up for it on Facebook or whatever. So I think that's an important message on that. Anyway, I just I'm active on the North Carolina Rural Center Board. I'm active in this whole idea of rural economic development. And this is one of the best examples I've run across where, really an entrepreneur has created economic development for a whole town, in this case, which, I find amazing personally that FedEx and UPS build offices there to get their packages. That's pretty crazy, but, and I live in a town of 600 people here in Pink Hill. So I relate to a lot of what she talks about, although I think it's a very different community up there. I think it seems to have a lot more money than Pink Hill does, if I had to guess. But one of the things, and this is aimed maybe at Ruth a little bit, Ruth, if you look here, a lot of this stuff, these partners, it's really no more than a link, right, to the website. It takes you to the partner's website. So then you just have to figure out how you do the commissions or whatever. If you send somebody to a site and they buy it, I think that's what affiliate marketing really is. I think I know Donna was talking about, somebody was talking about affiliate marketing, but that's a way to do it also. But this woman has so much traffic coming to her various sites that she's doing a lot of different things to leverage it, I guess, or attempt to leverage it. I realize you can't see my screen. Really strange how it keeps dropping. I'm not quite sure why. There we go. So she's just basically got a page here, nothing sophisticated, listing different partners and their products, and then you click and you go to the partner's site to buy it. So I think that's pretty straightforward. It's also interesting that they have other farms that they partner with. Like here's another beef farm, have slightly different products. They offer jerky and things, I guess, that they don't offer. But I do think that's kind of interesting. Coffee, So anyway, that's really all I have for today, was just to give you an idea. And I'll put some of these links on the Facebook page if you want to take a look around. But again, if you think back to Simon Sinek talking about, how do you think? Do you think in sequential, narrow ways, or do you think in more of a 360 view, or a more of a he has a different word for it, but you know what I'm trying to say, that here is somebody who basically, raises kids and cattle and has figured out how to add on all this value add to their operation. I can't really tell how successful any particular thing is. I do know that their entrepreneurship academy has been very successful. It's $99 a year, and you sign up for it, and then you get the opportunity to participate in various things that they do, a lot of which are articles and interviews with people in your space and stuff like that. So I think it's a smart idea, and 5,000 people is a lot at $99 a year just for one sideline. So that really caught my attention. I actually tried to sign up for the academy, and she kicked me out because I'm an accelerator. She apparently thought I was competition or something. I just got this little email saying your membership has been denied. and that was that. So okay, all right then. So I guess I'm evil or whatever. But that's what happened when I tried to sign up for it. Of course, I would steal everything that was any good. I would steal immediately. But hey, who I'm a nonprofit. Leave me alone. Don't beat me up. So anyway, anyone else have anything they want to comment on? Okay. Tomorrow, what we're going to have, assuming it comes through, is we're going to have a presentation by Duke Law School on really on entrepreneurs and startup type things that that you could experience. And the idea is they will have their team of student lawyers available. They'll give a presentation, and then you can ask them questions about things you might be thinking about, and they will answer them and help you. And they will, even if it's enough of a project, although in this case I think it's near the end of their semester, but it's called the Duke Law Venture Clinic, and it is available for free to small businesses in North Carolina. So some of you have seen it before. We've had it in previous classes, but it is a resource for you that you may find helpful. And but they're not 100% sure that they can do it tomorrow. They're going to let me know this morning, so I'll let you know if that's going to happen tomorrow. I have no idea why I'm going in and out on my screen here. So what can I say? It's a good look. But anyway, so let me know, if there's anything I can do to help you, answer any questions, anything that you're thinking about that I can be helpful for. So that's it. That's all, folks. Okay. See everybody later.